Hi everybody, I'm back again with some more categories. These are in no particular order, by the way. I just typed them as I thought of them. Also, I need to label this before I forget. This was Quick Hit. Alright, on with the show. Most disappointing follow-up or spin-off. That's exactly what it says. This should be a short category, I believe. I don't have a lot to talk about here. I don't play games through all the way very often, so. And no one's going to agree with me on a lot of these, so trust me, I know that. Again, my list, not yours. I'm not telling you what games to buy. I'm not telling you what games to not buy. I'm telling you what games I played and how I felt about them. Civ 6. I hate the map. Goodbye. Oh wait, no. If I don't like it, it needs to stay on this list. Yeah, I liked the fog. Or didn't like the fog, but I understood the fog, and then once you saw the areas, the fog went away, and it stayed away. Civ 6 had fog, but a very undetailed map. You then walked onto those maps, you uncovered the detail, but then when you moved away from them, it went back to looking like a parchment map, just with a little bit more detail on it. And to me, it made me feel like I never was uncovering the map, and it literally broke that game for me. There's probably a mod or something I can get for it, but sorry, I don't mod games. I don't have all fucking day to dick around with that shit. So fuck that. Civilization 6. You messed it all up. Persona 5. I liked 4 a lot. Didn't beat 4 because I don't have 100 hours to play a game. That's why I didn't beat 5 either. But I liked the murder mystery element more in 4. 5, nothing hooked me. I didn't like the characters. I didn't like where the game was going. I didn't like the stealing of people's hearts. And I don't know. The game didn't jive with me. I was really looking forward to it. It looked so cool. It sounded so cool. The art was fucking awesome. Like, I will go back and play it. I probably will never beat it, but I'm going to give it another shot if there's ever a period where I get downtime. But yeah, I was really disappointed with that. Ukulele. I've always known deep down that I've never been like a 3D platformer guy. I want to like them. I like the idea of them. Banjo-Kazooie I actually never beat. Even as a kid, I got to the final boss, couldn't beat her, and just gave up. Never finished that game. Played so much of it, and I skipped the final boss, and that was it. But Ukulele, it was disappointing. It was disappointing to a lot of people, especially people who backed it on, Kickstarter and stuff. But there's a lot of people out there who actually got enjoyment out of that game. I mean, even I got some enjoyment. I got a refund on Steam for it, and they yelled at me about it. Like, hey, you're doing this too much. And I said, fuck you. The game was disappointing. Give me my money back. Destiny 2. Yeah, my highs were real high in Destiny 2, and my lows were real low. I feel like that's kind of the feel for that game for everybody. So that belongs here. I literally, put on Facebook that it was one of my favorite games of all time, and then I proceeded to stop playing it altogether like 8 days later. And I don't think I'm exaggerating. It was literally, it wasn't many days later, and I just dropped it. And I haven't even gone back to play the DLC yet. I have it. I have all that shit. I got the stupid fucking season pass when I bought it with my PlayStation Pro, and it hasn't brought me around to coming back to it. So anyway, that belongs there. Ages of Mayhem. I'm a big fan of the Saints Row games, but you lost me a couple games ago. Get Out of Hell was pure trash. Saints Row 4 was fucking garbage. 3 was like 2.5. Saints Row 2.5. Like, somewhere between 2 and 3. They kind of went wrong in 3 also, but 2 wasn't enough. If they would have just, not gone as far and just, they had it. They were right there, and they screwed it up. And Agents of Mayhem was just a culmination of just bad shit all over the place. But I was already let down a little by that series, so I think agents can go. SteamWorld Dig 2. I liked 1 a lot. SteamWorld Dig 2 just was, well, you'll find out in the next category right here. Games that are just doing too much. And that's what SteamWorld was doing, and it was disappointing to me. I want another kind of chill game like SteamWorld 1, where you are just digging. You know, you're leisurely, almost, just kind of going through the environments, and there's not as much to worry about, not as many puzzles to solve, not as many items to get to, you know, not as many lock gates. We need this to go there and to do this. It's not as Metroidvania-y, which, fuck that term, but yeah, I was disappointed in that. Most disappointed, though, SteamWorld Dig 1 didn't even grab me that much. Star Wars Battlefront 2, this is me thinking for the world. They were all very disappointed in that game, but I was disappointed in the first one. I had no... Well, I did have hopes for 2, but not that high of hopes. So you don't really belong here. It was bad, though. I tried playing it just a little bit ago. I wanted to try to cram it in before I actually I would try to cram it in real quick before the end of the year and before I did this list, but didn't, and it, you know, what sucked. South Park, Fractured But Whole. The first South Park game was okay. Actually, more than okay. It was actually really pretty fun. But the second one, I was looking for. I was like, I can't believe they made a second one of these. I cannot believe that, you know, they said they were never going to do it again. Not only did they do it again, but they did it way sooner than you would have expected. But the game kind of showed for that. They redid the battle system, which I didn't even like, and I feel like the story was kind of trash. They kind of burnt all their nostalgia in the first game, and in the second one, they only had like some of the more recent seasons to go off of, which I haven't been watching. But did I expect it to be super great? Was I like really counting down the days to play it? No, not really. These last couple games, I was. So we might have, you know, our top 3 and an honorable mention here. Animal Crossing on phones. That sounded so fucking cool. Was it so fucking cool, though? No, not really. I think you're probably going to get honorable mention, buddy. Mario Odyssey, you're number 1. I'll tell you that right now. That game didn't feel right to me ever. From the very beginning, I don't like the dopey, weird Mickey Mouseification they've done to Mario. I don't like the way they did the worlds. I don't like the fucking fact that they took out like the overworld map. Like Mario 64, this is supposed to be a callback to that. It's supposed to be a callback to Sunshine, wherever, you know, where you have this cohesive, big open world, hub world thing in the middle, and then you go to the other places from there. That was not this. There was no home base in this game. It was your dumb hat ship. It was your home base in this game, and you sat there when you got talked to by another dumb hat. And the moons can fuck off. You got 9 billion moons in this game that mean fucking nothing. They're just scattered everywhere, and then I don't know, it felt like they were playing around in a sandbox. Like, hey, these tools can be used to make a Mario game, and here's some ideas of what you could do to make a Mario game with these tools. And then they just stopped. Never actually made a fucking game in there. They were just like, yeah, let's sneeze all these fucking moons everywhere, and you can figure that shit out. Capturing people with your hats, or with your hat, never felt good to me. Never felt cool. I never wondered what it was like to control a Goomba and just walk back and forth. No, fuck you, Mario. God. what's almost more disappointing in how disappointed I am in that game is how much everybody else likes it. And I feel like I'm crazy for being the only one who thinks it's not good, but it's not good. Destiny 2, yeah, I mean, you're number 2. You should be higher than that probably, but man, Mario really pissed me off. And then what was I looking for? Man, I can't have 2 honorable mentions. I can't. I almost feel like Animal Crossing, you're actually not going to be on this list at all anymore. I still could think maybe I would get into that game if I just turned off a couple parts of my brain and allowed myself to enjoy it. So now we're going 3 honorable mention. And there you have it. My most disappointing follow-up or spin-off. Mario Odyssey. Sad. It was a sad day when I started playing that game. Destiny 2? You know what? I got a lot of time out of you, Destiny. Just too bad that I'll never go back. Civ 3? You broke the map. Persona 5? Something's wrong. Something's missing. So, if you're on YouTube, that's the end of this video. Check out some other ones. Probably one that comes after this, which is going to be games that are just doing too much. But until then, I'll see you later, buddies.